Welcome to Crypto OGs.
Welcome to Crypto OGs. Today we have two big guests. My good friend Sebastian and Christopher from Alpha X. How are you today, guys?
I'm
Doing
fine.
very well.
Yeah, well. So before we jump into Alpha X, by the way, very good t-shirts. I like them. I like the color. Looking good. Before we jump into Alpha X, let's start with who is Christopher and who is Sebastian. Let's start with you, Chris.
All right, my name is Christoph. I am 26 years old. My crypto journey started actually in 2020
Wow.
in COVID time, so not so long ago. In COVID time, there have been a lot of issues, and I have been in the fitness industry. I traveled to Thailand for my first time, and I just fell in love with the country. So I wanted to move there. I came back after 3 weeks, directly decided I cancel all what I have in Germany, also my job there, and try to survive in Thailand on my income of like 600, 700 euros at that time.
Yeah.
So I tried my best there, but honestly, it's not possible to survive on that money even in Thailand. So I had to find a way to scale my income, to make a cash flow. And I have to say, in Thailand, especially in Asia, everyone knows about crypto. They're so much more forward than Germany. So I heard the first time about Bitcoin in 2020. Sure, I heard about it before, but it was the first time that I understood a little bit and got interested in. And in 2020, I started also my first investments. I traveled before to Bali and met a huge community of crypto guys, crypto influencers from Germany, stayed with them all in a villa. And because I was like, you see right now, a little bit standing out, everyone talked to me about fitness, and I got like some news from everyone about crypto. So it was an interesting scheme for me, and therefore I started learning a little bit more about it, started to make my first investments, and
Amazing. Thank you so much,
Got my
Chris.
journey.
So, what a journey in the last 4 years. And what about Sebastian? Because then you tell me how you met each other after. But who is Sebastian?
Yeah, I came into crypto 2017, first one, but only small bit. Was more in stocks, investing in stocks. I also invested in this, biotech stuff.
Okay.
COVID came up, but I also went full-time crypto that time because I had a good success story with Shiba Inu. So
Degen.
a bit degen. So I put in like $300 and sold off for like 1 million or something. High point was like 5. So this was bringing me into crypto. And since then I'm full-time crypto. And then I moved to Dubai. We had the idea to start a crypto fund here, but then the bear market was coming. Then, okay, I did my first project. Was not a big success story, but it's still living, or still alive, to say like this. And now we decided to make new stuff because last bull run I also lost like $1 million in launch pads. So this is the topic we are talking next. And we want to change a bit this industry or change a bit the system, because normally you are like stuck in investing contracts and stuff because you have no SAF as a launchpad investor, and then you have to hold your tokens or like investing contracts for 2-3 years sometimes. And if it's fully in the bear market, yeah, most projects going down like 95%, 99%, and then you have lost all your liquidity. And that's a huge thing. So we try to build something different for the future, and also to make it easier for retail Web2 people to step into crypto. Because I think there are still many Web2 people who are afraid of doing their own wallets and go to DeFi, because there are many mistakes to make. So if you have no clue, there are so many, like scams, and like you connect your MetaMask and all your money is gone. And this happens still because people are not educated, and that's the reason we are into crypto, full-time crypto. And I think this is the future, because fiat money is like our banking system is the past. Huh?
So, like, what are very similar situations? So, 2020, 2017, you just went to Thailand, trying your best, but then you start to meet the community of crypto and just get it from there. And then you just went all in DJing with Shiba Inu. But also, now you start to, in the industry, you meet a lot of people, right? You go through a lot of projects, a lot of events, a lot of network. But there is always, you ending up with like-minded people. How you ended up connecting to each other?
pretty interesting and pretty
Because
easy.
it wasn't at the gym, was it?
No, not at the gym, but we both do bodybuilding. We're both from Germany. We both competed. I won as well a German championship in the past. And the sport is connecting you through to discipline, because you always give 100%. So you're hustling. It's not just like, hey, you do something, then you do the next thing. You always give 100%. But how we met is a pretty interesting story. So at this time, to be honest, we both had a Russian girlfriend. And Weird day. So the part about is like you need to get a visa to go to Germany, especially in the current situation. It's pretty complicated. So I texted Sebastian if you have like a solution for me because he got a visa, but it's only possible with the Emirates ID. So we texted about that. Then we talked a little bit about sports, you know. Then we talked about competitions, and
So
we have like
no crypto at all.
no crypto at
How
all
long
at the
was
beginning.
this?
It was before, and then I came up to him, so he talked with me that he has some business ideas, and I said, okay.
But you were already in crypto, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a good friend, like our other co-founder, Frederick, and he's running like crypto education system. So basically bringing like 300 to 400 people each week to Web3, to crypto. And then he introduced me, and then I said, like, okay, we can do a trading group. So I'm also a trader, and we start with a private trading group. And then it's like, okay, not so many people are like interested in trading. It's too much headache for them or too much work.
Yes.
So what's the next point where you can make money in crypto if you don't want to go full degen and go into meme coins and stuff? Where I would say like 95% you lose everything if you do this. So you have to be really lucky or really educated to play this game properly. But the other thing where you can make money is like launch pads where you can go in high quality or tier one projects in an early stage and you can still make your 10, 100x. Because otherwise it's only possible with meme coins, I would say.
Yeah.
If you buy from market, like tier one projects, they maybe do 10x, 15x,
Yeah.
20x. But if you're early, so crypto is basically about getting in early.
Yeah.
If you're early and you're not exit liquidity, you're the liquidity before, it's always the best part to step into the game. Huh?
And I love how you call the project called Alpha X. Obviously, there's in crypto, we're always looking for the next alpha, the next gem, the next diamond, and obviously we want to do a lot of X on it. So just so people understand that listening or watching this, how the crypto industry works, and especially when you're a newbie, when you're new, you get a lot of information through like on Telegram groups, Discord channels, all of that. And normally when you're new, you get the information too late, and then you buy. So buy the news, sell the rumors. No, you buy really late when you're new, and then you ending up most of the time losing the money because the people when you jump in a token and then it just start to dump, then that's it. 95% of the people lose money. Now, when you get more savvy, then you start to get more connection, more network, more alpha groups, yeah, and people start to give you tips like, hey, somebody's going to launch this. My friend's going to launch this. And then you start to get ahead of the game. But it's too difficult to get there. It takes years, preparation, networking, and a lot of money. Like all of us, we probably lost a lot of money in a lot of tokens that we thought they were going to succeed, but they never succeed. And then as a people that get allocations, so for people that don't understand what is allocation is when you receive a piece of, you pay for a piece of token before the launch. So you are like an earlier investor, like call it like that, before it get launched. So you get better percentage when it get launched. That's an allocation. Normally it's the people that create content or VC that get this allocation. But to get to good allocation is very difficult when you're new. You have to be a content creator, VCs, or have very good contacts so you can get early. And that's what everybody always looking for, these allocations, how you can put 2, 3, 5, 10, 20, 50K. And then when it's a serious project, we're not talking about meme tokens or rug pull, we're talking about projects that are going to be sustainable. When the project gets launched, then because you were an early investor and you got the allocation, then you can sell it and then you can get the best reward. So let's talk about that because that was the whole dynamic of Alpha X. You saw the problem in Web 2 and Web 3, this is a problem. If you are new, how I know which token is going to perform well, how I'm going to get to send money to a smart contract, how I know I'm not going to get scammed by somebody saying that has an allocation. So that's when you can, how the idea of Alpha X came.
Yeah, honestly, I got like allocations offered like all the time. So we are good in networking, or built a huge network the last years. Also in crypto. So basically you get these allocations, but sometimes it's like 100K, 200K, 300K. So you don't want to take it yourself. And then we thought like, why not share with community, share with new people who have no access to this? Because when I stepped into crypto, I had no contacts like this. So I bought in like any launchpad because I want to get in early. But honestly, like 90%, 95% of launchpads only going for greed. They launch like every project just to make money because it takes some fees and all stuff. And you get like access to mostly shitty projects which are going down or never launched and all stuff. And this is one thing I want to change, because we get this top tier allocations. So for example, in the past now we had Fakana games, and we had BR1 games, we had 18 nodes, which was really hyped. With you, we had the data ownership protocol and all stuff. And these are like allocations even VCs are running for. And you have a good network or good connections, you can get in this allocations, and you can share it with your community, with the investor community, and give it to new people who are just stepping into crypto. So they have like directly from the start a positive experience and making money, not losing money. And I think this is the biggest part, because like how many people start with crypto, lose everything after 1 week, and it's like, oh, it's all scam, all shit, I will never touch it again. But if you bring them in and give them a positive experience from the beginning, I think they will bring in more and more people into Web3, because I think like we are still early, really early, and what the exchanges and all big stuff is aiming for is like mass adoption, like getting more and more wallets and more new users in, because it's like still, I think like, okay, they said like it's 10% of the population has like wallets, but I think like most crypto people has like 10 to 20 wallets, so in the end it's maybe like 1%, which is still in crypto. I mean, there are some regulation areas like Europe and so they still fight crypto or they want to push it down, but I think in the end, like UAE or like even like in Asia, they now know they cannot stop it, or even like we see now with the ETF funds and BlackRock stepping in and stuff. Yeah, it's the future. So everyone in the future will be tokenized, watches, cars, real estate. So the future is blockchain.
It's all about the network, the connections, and the knowledge as well. So the research, like you said right now, yeah, because most of the people, they don't have the right research. They're hoping, yeah, they're wishing for it. They bet on a meme, they invest, and mostly you have a rug. So the project is the way itself. So I think because we're really well connected in every space worldwide, we live all in different countries. The whole team is living in different countries. We have there pretty good access to new projects, to allocations, and because our team partner, a good friend of mine, or us as well, he have like the biggest crypto education in the German market. We have a chance to give them something new, something accessible, because mostly these allocations which you get from launch pads, they have like a high entry barrier. You need to put like 500K to the side that you can invest like maybe $100, $200, $1,000, and therefore mostly you don't get the return of invest like you wish for. And we said on the beginning, all right, let's try it with the community. We have a project, we made our research, we want to give it to the community, and we made a big allocation deal. We got a big ticket, and we give everyone the chance without any entry barrier this time to invest at least $500 and participate in a higher amount, what is normally only possible for people with a big ticket in some launchpads as well. So we want to eliminate like the entry barriers. We want to give the access to everyone in the Web3 space, and also with a light version to everyone in the Web2 space, because this market is huge. It's most of the people out there, they try to change their life, but it's not possible with like a $20 or $30 allocation. So if you want to make life-changing money, you have to find a different way, and this way we want to put on the table and we want to give out to the world.
Guys, and I saw one of your conference. There were like nearly 200 people. It was amazing. So you're presenting very well. But let's now talk about, let's go fully into crypto people, right? There's a lot of people that get allocation to crypto, but there's still people in crypto that are doing trading or they've been holding that don't know how to do allocation. That happened to me. And then I learned, right? Through network and through experiences. But let's now talk about the crypto. Is there anybody or any company that has done this before? And what are your add value? Like, what are you trying to change? If you have any competitors, but you're going to make it better than them.
Yeah, look, there's DAO Maker, there's CDFi, they're all good launchpads, all choosing good projects. But we had same projects, like also Fakana was going on CDFi, 80 nodes was going on CDFi. I think there was their first node sale, so we had same allocation. But on CDFi, you maybe get one node. And our investors like it's 3 nodes, 4 nodes sometimes, and even with like lower entry barriers. And what we are changing is like, look, now if you buy on a launchpad, you go get no SAFT agreements, so you cannot go to an OTC desk and make it liquid again before the vesting contract ends. And we fractionize these vestings, so you have it directly liquid, and you can choose like which portion of your allocation you want to sell. So basically, the best way to just play crypto is like getting your investment out. If you invest like $1,000, project is doing, for example, 10x, then sell a part of it. Like you have your return of invest already, and everything else which is coming after, it's just profit. So you don't lose money in the end, and this is the best way to play it. It's also like if you invest in normal tokens, you should always take your initial investment out and then let the rest run, and then take partial profits when it's going up. So 20% here, 20% there. So you're exiting like in steps, not like fully. So because it's not easy to top the market or to reach a market top. And this we want to give access to, like, you know how VCs working. They have SAFs, so they go to the C desk, they sell off, and they're liquid again. But retail is mostly used as exit liquidity for VCs, for institutions. And we want to change the game a bit to make it more easy for retail to have the same opportunities like VCs or institutional investors, because they don't have to hold through like a 2 or 3 year vesting contract. For example, projects doing 100x, and you can directly sell for 10x. I would do it. So if you invest 10,000 and you directly have 100,000, and you don't have to wait for the next 2 or 3 years if the project is succeeding or not, because the beer market is always coming. In beer market, everything is going down. And to be honest, like no project is like only going up. There's always huge correction. And in beer market, normally for altcoins, it's like a 90%, 95% correction from the all-time highs. So better to get out before it's going down, and then you can invest.
No,
again
no,
in early
no
stages.
diamond hands.
Yeah, yeah. I think this whole thing, or like going to the moon, like mostly it's going to the moon, and you are still in this rocket. But then the rocket is going down, and you just crash with the rocket. So, like, I think this moon or like this DJ stuff, it can work out sometimes, but mostly you lose your money. So, like, even the beer market has some projects performing 50x, 100x. Some are sold, and some are said, okay, this time I'll hold a bit longer, but then it was going to zero again. So you had like, I don't know, $200,000 there, you didn't sell, and then it's going back to nothing.
That happened,
so
yeah.
it's better to take the profits and go to the next project. Because it's easier to do like 10 times 5x than 1 times like 100x.
100x.
Because this is like really, really rare, or even like with lower caps, or even with launchpad projects. If you have like the right projects getting early, then you can still make a lot of money. I would say like the Swift was a bit of Swift from like last one to this one. I think like 2017 we had these ICOs,
Yeah.
which are really democratic and even more better because everyone got access to it. But there was a problem with too much scams involved and no projects. And I think like this changed in 2019 bull run, the last bull run. They had a huge hype in Launchpad. So like I think like for CDFI, for highest tier, you needed like 1.5 or $1.8 million in their token to participate in their sales for like, I don't know, $2,000 allocations, 2,500.
It's crazy.
And this is like, yeah, this is also not accessible for retail people. So the retail people can maybe go for the lowest tier, and then you have like $50 investment or $100 investment. And from this, you will never get rich. So maybe you get like 10% initial, so you have $10. Even if it's dying 100x, you have $1,000, and the rest is going to zero again. So it's like, this is the biggest problem, I think. And if you can make it liquid, if you can sell your vesting contracts, it's also better for project side. So if you imagine you have a project and this project is doing 100x and your investors already are up 100x, there's a huge spread from 0 to 100x for market makers from liquidity wise. So you need to provide a lot of liquidity. But if this vesting contract is sold like 5 times before going on the market, it's much, much better, even from the liquidity spread. So,
And that's what Alpha X is going to bring, guys. But I want now to understand what is your roles in Alpha X. Let's start with Chris.
My role
yeah,
in
your
Alpha
role.
X. So actually, my role is normally to connect the community. So let's say, especially me, we know before. We had this idea, we had the allocation, and we thought like, hey, what can we do out of that? So I know a huge community in the German market as well. So I got the biggest education and company to our side to give them the access, the possibility, and also a chance to execute their knowledge, to participate, and not just like I read something, I watch something, but I never can do it because it's not accessible for me. So we bring them together. Right now, it's more about my role. I'm flying through the world. I'm connecting people. I am tomorrow even off to Curacao. From Curacao, I'm flying to Las Vegas.
You're going to Curacao
then I'm going
tomorrow?
to Los Angeles just for 3 days. After this, for 3 days to Las Vegas, 3 days to Los Angeles, and then probably to Bali, where our other partner is. So I'm pretty much in the airplane, much more than on some island or something. and connecting the people and planting the structure, the strategy. So for me, it's more about execution. Yeah, you know, in crypto space, mostly many people are not structured enough. It's like, okay, we do this now. We have to go then there and do that. But you need someone who hold everything together,
Yeah.
who do a structure, and who's like sometimes saying like, all right, we execute it currently right now. Right now we put it here, and right now we have to do this. Then we have to do that, and then we have to do that. So for me, it's more about the strategy planning, bringing together communities, and just saying like, what are our steps, planning the roadmap, getting the architecture for the project, and just bring it on the streets so that we can roll in.
So you travel a lot, connect people, and structure it.
Yeah.
That's a good job. What about you, Sebastian?
Yeah, I'm CEO and the main founder, so I bring everything together. So I brought like the team together. First, we have this Christoph, we had Frederick, who are bringing like this Web2 community, Web3 community, more German-based, and we have David, our other co-founder, who's strong in marketing. He has his own marketing agency also, and a good network. Know a lot of people, can get allocations everywhere. And we brought together like with Chris Watton, is our next one in the team. He has already built some kind of launchpad. So we basically not only having Alpha X, later on we have a whole ecosystem of launchpads. So we can take bigger allocations from projects, so we can fill up like $1 million in a day or something. And he's got the tech background and like this all, because you can have ideas. So I would say like I'm mostly like a visionary. I have these ideas in my mind, see some problems. This is like my strength, and then I bring everything together. So I see like, okay, this part is working, this part is working. Like the CEO is doing, like, okay, marketing is working fine. I don't have to step in. Like the technical part is working fine. They're working fine. So for me, it's like to have the overview over everything, and also bring this before Web2 people into crypto, because they're like, it's not like structured. It's like, okay, but in crypto, it's like, okay, it's like sometimes you have to go here, there. It's more like, I don't know. I would say like crypto people are more like this creative people. So like they're not stuck into, okay, I wake up at 8 a.m. then I do this. It's like more like, okay, there's event. I will go there, networking, and yeah, just to bring also them into this world, because it's different. So I think if you're in crypto, you have to deal with like spontaneous stuff.
Yes, there's
a meeting now.
Like this morning, when you called Chris, let's have the podcast in 1 hour.
Exactly.
When he went for meeting until 5 in the morning.
For him, it's a nightmare. Because it was not planned before.
I came home when I normally wake up. So I came home at 5. You know, normally I wake up at 5. So sometimes it's okay to sleep like 2 or 3 hours. There's no issue at all. You can do this for 3, 4, 5 days. But after that, you need to rest as well, because your mind is getting tired.
But you are young, stamina, not like us.
He's 26, I'm 36.
Yeah.
We're 10 years older, so you still have to go through that. we already go through it, huh? Like,
But it's good. Guys, and let's talk about announcements of Alpha X. Like, what is coming soon? What is the main news?
We have some top tier. We have some top tier allocations soon. We also have a meeting next week with the team of A-tier, and they're like huge in deep in AI gaming. So I think like currently one of the biggest narratives. And they'll bring us like 40 projects next month for the launchpad. For sure, we will choose the right ones. Our platform is going live end of the year, like fully. Maybe we come up with a pro version earlier. So we have light and pro version.
Depend on the market.
Depend on the market,
Yeah.
So we wait strategically for the TGE, because if you're going into a bad market situation, this will hurt your project for long term. So you also have to view and watch the market. When's the best time? I think like Q3, Q4. For me, it's like now it's more like trade fee, like because ETF stepping in. And normally there's a rule in trading, or like in normal stock trading, it's like leave in May, come back in September. And I think we'll see something like this. Now we have Bitcoin halving. Honestly, I'm not a big believer in the huge impact of it. It's more like a news event, in my opinion. For sure, long term, it's like less Bitcoin getting mined. And I would say like if the ETFs are still buying the same amount, this will maybe give like a supply shock later on. But it's not like short term having some impact, I would say. And even the last halvings, like in the past, was a way more big cut than now. So now it's not even, I think it's like, I was like, how many Bitcoins mined? I think like it's like 600. I'm not sure about the numbers now per day.
I think it's 3 now.
Yeah, I think it's 3.
3.70. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was 625.
Yeah, it was more now. The ETFs, if they're still holding their like buy pressure, I think we can see a supply shock later on. But normally it's trade fight now. So people from real world or like real stock exchange stuff, they're leaving in May. Many go to vacation, like summer vacation. So normally the stock market is like very boring. In summer it's more going sideways. I think we already saw now a correction like 30%. Maybe we go down a bit more, maybe to 50K. But we are not. We have not a, like I would say like we cannot predict the future. So we have our opinions about it. But I think like if the bull run fully starting like end of the year, we can see a Bitcoin at 150, 200,000. Next year's maybe even like millions. But it's a long-term game, so you have to be like consistent. So I would say like if you want to play a safe bet, just buy Bitcoin, hold it, do nothing. But if you want to make bigger returns, yeah, then you have to go.
But
for
that's
launch
exactly
pads,
why
for
we're
example.
here, you know.
Yeah.
Why we're all in Dubai, why the team meets up. Token 2049, but not even Token 2049 like a main event, yeah. The
whole-
side events. Like Zebu Beach, yeah, your
Yeah,
event
yeah.
as well. So yesterday, some other side events, so like the big private side events.
Ah,
There's
the
where you make the right connections. There's where you talk more private to people. And that is where you also see what is going to be the next alpha, what's
Yes,
happening in the
the next
market,
Alpha X.
and exactly getting the insights. If you don't have the insights, you invest in Bitcoin, you buy Ethereum, you get in Solana, whatever. The things which are hyped, yeah, because of some things on the chain, but that's it. And you won't make life-changing money. You won't make a big return of invest. So that's why we're here as a team. That's why we meet up with the people, because we want to bring something huge to the community. We want to bring the next alpha, and therefore we slept less. Yeah. Therefore we moved up, and therefore we're sitting here right now to give out this information.
Yeah, I would say if retail is stepping in and your taxi driver is talking with you about, for example, Shiba Inu, it's time you should sell at least. Because like, I mean, you've been Binance Carrier, OKX Carrier, like once the people stepping on this exchanges and token got listed there, this is normally the time to sell.
It's too late,
Because like, yeah, even like meme coins, which are listing on Binance,
It's already
they maybe
late.
do like a 4x or 5x and then it's done. Then it's going down like 70% and you lose your money. So I think if you want to step in early, you have either the chance to buy from decentralized exchanges very early, where you have a high risk because you don't know if they rocks the liquidity or stuff. So it's like huge risk. And the other way is only like going through launch pads or early allocations.
But that's exactly what we're bringing. So to compromise it, yeah, we checking for the projects we will come on tier 1 exchanges, or even let's say, you know, there's some exchanges you can call like tier 0, yeah. Like this is an exchange where you really think like, all right, when it's listed there will happen some huge impact at all. And we're looking for this project. We make our research and we only want to list this project.
That's what we're going to take me to the next one. I have 3 more questions, but this is going to help the community and everybody to understand more about Alpha X. Let's talk about from the project side. How would you choose a good project? And if somebody wants to go through Alpha X, how they can apply?
Yeah, they can now still invest. We are in private A sale. Seed we also have open, but only for VCs, institutional investors. So they can still join our community, our group. So they're still early. If you want to participate in our, I would say like pre-listing sales, is currently $1,500 to get an allocation inside this sales. Later on, it will be more expensive for sure if you go on the market. And we have like a tier system, like 6 tiers. You can check on our Git book. There's everything written down. So we have 6 tiers. And we also have like a VIP group. If you invest like over 15,000, you get access to a alpha group, I would say.
And let's say you buy
It's
1 million
limited.
token right now.
Yeah.
It's about the token amount and not about the money amount.
Yeah,
You have
sure.
to get in with the tokens to have the access. And when we look back to 2021, I think everyone saw like what have been the best investment in launchpads. Mostly even at this time, it was the launchpad itself. In the bull run, yeah, this is what people don't understand. They're checking for the projects they want
It's
to
the
invest in,
launchpad.
but the launchpads itself made the highest return. And you asked the question like how we check for good projects on it. So first of all, you see this is a good project because this is what happened in 2021. Yeah, this is bringing innovation to the market. But how we check for the projects, pretty simple. We have like a research team which is taken care of. Sebastian also recheck everything at all. And we have one of the biggest or one of the oldest marketing agencies in the crypto space as well, from Moscow, with David Lolav, and therefore he's pretty well connected in the industry. knows everyone and everything, and also sees the marketing strategy. Yeah, you look at the backers which are behind, you look at the corporations, the listings,
The team.
tokenomics, and everything, but also on the marketing. Because you can have a great project, you can have a great idea, great vision, but most VCs or most projects, you don't invest in the project itself, you invest in faces.
Yes.
You know, someone already made a huge impact, someone make a good project, so it's more likely that the next project will also succeed. Yeah, when you check the team. But therefore, you have also to check, okay, how's their marketing roadmap? What they will do in the future? Is it good? Yeah, do they have exposure? So many people see them. Many people get to know this project. If not, it's bad. Yeah. But if you have this knowledge, if you have the insights, and someone can check the marketing as well, you're pretty early and you know what will come next. And when you know which steps are coming next from the marketing side, you have a great in view, and I think therefore you can give the best research of it.
That's true. And now, if somebody, because this is amazing for people that are already in the industry, they understand it, they want to get into higher tickets. But what about somebody, because you have a very good conviction about bringing more people from Web2, right? Somebody that don't have much money, and what is the best way to connect with you guys? Not much money, not much experience.
Yeah, basically we have later on like four different pools. One is the alpha pool where you only get access if you hold alpha tokens in a certain amount, depending on the T level. Then we have like a partnership pool, so crypto projects. So if you're reaching out to us, you can partner with us later on. And if the people hold your token and a certain amount, they can also participate in this partnership pool. This would be a little bit lower allocation size than in the alpha pool for sure. And then we also have the possibility of KOL pools, so they can also set up for their communities on our launchpad, and they can use our platform for this. And we have a free pool, so first come, first serve. Everyone can get access. I mean, you are like from Colombia. There are not so many people who can invest like $1,000.
It's too much money,
$1,500. So, but they can also get access to these allocations without holding any tokens from our side, because we want to make it like democratized again. They can have access even on the low amount. Sure, you have to be fast. And if you have first come, first serve, sometimes it's 10 seconds sold out. But you have the chance. If you want to participate, you don't need to hold any tokens. You don't have to have anything to do with this, and you can still participate.
But there's more information. So if you check later when we launched, when we're on the market, we have the OTC desk. So people still can buy mostly more early inside than other people do. So the other people will buy like on the exchange, they will buy to a higher price, and here you can buy the allocations from someone else for a cheaper price. Sure, you have the vesting schedule, but you have also the chance to resell it again. It's an OTC desk working all the time. So you can invest more early, can make a higher return of the investment, and not be like the whole retail community going on the main exchange and investing pretty late, and most likely, like you said, making minus instead of profit.
Minus X.
So minus X. That's probably it. And also for the Web2 community, they can onboard. Yeah, we have this pro version for Web3. They all know about their wallets. It's not a problem for them to confirm something, to move on. But for us right now, it's the Web2 community we want to onboard as well, because it's a huge space we have there. And therefore, we will have a light version, where they easily can invest, where they easily can put their money, and where they not have to have all the knowledge we gained over the last years to make an investment in the crypto market, because for them it's like still confusing to connect with the wallet, to confirm the transaction, to not see where their money goes, to wait for the allocation to come back on their portfolio in their wallet, and you have to see that you can still onboard them as well.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's the biggest point with this. If you just step in like late, you don't have a clue about it. It's really hard to get in. And I mean, we are still early, so like I think the liquidity is much more thick in the Web2 space still, or like in the trade fee space than in crypto. I mean, like there are big funds in Web2, or like even like institutionals like BlackRock. They hold like, I don't know, $11 trillion. And if you go for the biggest VCs in crypto, they have maybe like 2-3 billion or like $10 billion. So I would say like the traditional finance is still much bigger, also liquidity wise. I mean, like they're traders. I know some traders, they have problems to open and close trades even on Bitcoin, because liquidity is not enough. So I think we are still very early with this, and it's really getting more and more traction later on. Like our co-founder had like some talks with BlackRock or BlackRock Ventures, and he talked about, I also know like this big VCs in the space, like Animoca brands or like this. And for them, it's like small kids with pocket money. So for them, it's like they're not taking them serious. Like or like the biggest players in our industry, as the small players in their industry. So like they're like small fish in the sea. Even they're sharks in crypto
But
already.
this is what you have to see. Yeah, before they have been like Web 2, they're getting into Web 3. That's the interesting part. The rest have a big impact in the Web 3 community. But if you check Web 2 right now, this is what we're talking all the time
That's what
about.
we need to do.
They huge, yeah, and they slowly, or not even slowly, right now they're getting fastly inside Web 3. They're changing the industry. Yeah,
Yeah.
You saw Token 2049.
Yeah.
What was it all about? Real world assets.
Yeah.
Everyone
We
talked
started
about real world
with that,
assets.
yeah.
And now you check like this big, like BlackRock or something. Yeah, you
Real
check
world
them in the US, what they own, how much they own, how much money they have, and what the impact they can make on the market. They could just buy the crypto market if they want to. They can
Yeah.
say, now it's over. We don't need this market anymore, you know? And there you see, all right, we're still really early, we're still really small. And right now, everyone still have the chance to participate before the big players all get in with all their money. They're all in already, I think. Yeah, they're not waiting for it. They saw what happening, so but they're getting more and more inside. And what you asked exactly for question was like how people can get inside Alpha X. Yeah, because we have this tier levels, and not for everyone it's accessible, because not everyone have like a special amount of money. They want to start something, they want to invest. But here's the interesting part actually. We in private A right now, you can invest in the project itself, where I said to you like what happened to the crypto market in 2021, what happened to the launchpad itself. So here you have your first good investment, because we're bringing innovation to the market with its ask by many big players here in the industry. And on the second hand as well, you have the first come first serve pool. Yeah, which is good for you. Yeah, and sometimes even you get like huge tickets. Yeah, you always see like, all right, in this pool you have an amount of like 70%, other pool you have 20%, and maybe first come first serve you have 10%. But you can be one of the people who can invest early there. And honestly, no matter where you're from, you have like your 10, 20, 30 bucks. You can just throw them inside. You can play the game, yeah. But here you have the chance to play with the right allocations. You don't put it in some meme and just hope for something to happen. You know there have been research behind. You know there's a big team behind. And you know, even there are like a lot of faces behind which have like a huge experience in the crypto market. Like we said, our CTO, our CMO, Sebastian, yeah, myself as well, Frederick with the education. So we all have something, we all build something. And right now we're doing our own project to give it out to the people, and they see like, all right, these guys have the experience. And now we don't need to make all the research by ourselves, but sure, you have to do your own research. Yeah, that's always a part you have to do. But right now you have a higher chance that this project will have a higher return of invest, and then you profit from it.
Amazing, guys. And I have the very last question, and probably the most important question, guys. How people can connect with you?
They can connect on Telegram. They can connect
Maybe,
on
maybe turn
Instagram.
around.
Turn around.
Turn around.
around.
You can turn around. It's like close.
This is the camera. So
There's the QR code. You can scale it, but I think you have to make it a bit like less crumpy. So like,
what is the Telegram? What is the Telegram handle?
yeah, currently that no, it's not the Telegram handle. It's more to our Linktree.
To the Linktree.
You have an account.
On Twitter.
Instagram.
Let's connect with Twitter first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Twitter, Instagram. Now we are building YouTube. We are also building later on. So we much stuff like coming. Also to show the people how we get to this project. So normally you have you choose the narratives. Like then you look for backers, and you look for market makers, and you look for the people who are doing the marketing for the projects, and then you decide if you step in or not.
Yeah, you go on Project Alpha X on Twitter. Yeah, you
Alpha
check
X.
our profile. You see the link fork there. Over the link fork, you can access every of our accounts. You can see the website. You can see the Telegram.
What is the
yeah.
username on Twitter?
Project Alpha X.
Project Alpha is okay. So I'm making sure because I was doing.
I think anyways it will be put in the video.
Let me check.
We will put it down, but just when people always getting excited, they say, "Okay, I want to jump now." So Project Alpha is
Exactly.
Sebastian, the CEO, is checking.
And there you have
Project.
like link.
Project. I don't know if you can see it here. Project
It's
and
Project _Alpha X.
This is Instagram, yeah.
Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah.
But the
On
Twitter is the
it's-
important part right now.
Yeah, Twitter. I can also show you. Twitter is.
We do it on the go, you see.
But you can.
Yeah.
It's at Project Alpha X on
At
Twitter.
Project Alpha X.
Exactly.
Okay.
Together.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for Alpha X. I really wish you the best. I know you're going to make a big splash. I can feel it. You have all the stamina, the team, the German organization skills. They're always very good. very professional. So thank you so much, and thank you again for being part of Crypto OGs. And I hope to see you in the next event or in the next Alpha X.
We'll definitely do.
For sure.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.